السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الطلاب الأعزاء. الدالة الأسية the derivative of exponential function. أقصد بالدالة الأسية فقط the e power x. The function f of x equal e power x. دي دالة أسية أساسها e و increasing function defined on the domain. Its domain is a set of real numbers حاجة زي كده و increasing function زي ما أنت شايف وعندها 1 point y intercept وفي لها دايما x axis is a horizontal asymptote. The derivative of this function f prime of x is the same function. يمكن دي الدالة الوحيدة اللي في الماث its derivative is the same. It's the same function e power x derivative e power x. إنما لو كانت الفانكشن بتاعتي f of x e to the f of x يعني say g of x. Let me say it مثلا this y عشان بس تبقى الأمور سهلة. Just a name the function y, okay? And after that, consider this is y equal e to the g of x. The y prime or dy by dx is the same e to the g of x multiplied by the g prime of x. So you can write the answer is g prime of x into e to the function f of x, or sorry, and g of x. So let's apply this rule to solve some question. Let's find the derivative of each of the following functions, okay? Number one, f prime of x is equal to the same, the coefficient just write 2. The e to the 3x is the same e power 3x times the derivative of the power, which is 3. Answer is 6e to the 3x. Thank you, that's it. Very easy, very simple. This one, f prime of x is equal to the same function, e power 2x cubed times the derivative of the power, which is 6x squared. So just rewrite your answer, 6x squared times e to the 2x cubed. That's it. This one, y equals half e to the power root x is really x power half. So when you derive it, so y prime now half into the same function, e to the x power half, times the derivative of the power, which is half x the power negative half. So simplify your answer. So y prime is equal to half, no, just half times half is 1 over 4, sorry, 1 over 4, multiply this by this, times x power negative half, e to the root x. You can just rewrite back x power half as root x. And of course, you can just simplify your answer by writing 1 over 4 root x times e to the radical x. Thank you, that's it. Or you can write even multiply e power radical x up in this form, e power radical x over 4 square root of x. And this is the final simplified answer, okay? Next question like this. Some functions need to be rearranged or be rewritten in the simplest form before you derive. For example, just write 2 over 3 and e power 2x just to bring it up to be written as e power negative 2x. Now you can derive, no problem. Y prime is equal to 2/3. The coefficient is the same function, e power negative 2x times the derivative of negative 2x is negative 2. So final answer is negative 4 over 3 e to the power negative 2x. Okay, that's it. You can, of course, write in this form if you want to make the power positive. You can write it in this form. Okay, g of x is e to the power, so g of x now is equal to e to the power x times 4 is 4x. So simply the g prime of x, or the derivative of the function, the derivative of 4x is 4 e to the 4x. Thank you, that's it. Very easy, very simple. Next one, rewrite the function. 6 divided by 2 is 3 e to the power 5. In division, you subtract the power, so 5x minus 2x is 3x. And now you can find g prime of x with the derivative by writing 3, the same function, e power 3x times the derivative of the power, which is 3. Final answer is 9 e to the 3x. Very easy, very simple. This one, multiply first. So y of x is equal to what is e power x plus negative x is 0 and e power 0 is 1. So the derivative of the 1 is equal to 0. Derivative of any constant number is 0. Determine the derivative of the exponential function, this one. So f prime of x is equal to the same function, e power 10x. Always start with the same function times the derivative of the power. Derivative of 10x is secant square x. Okay. So final answer is secant square x dot e to the 10x. Okay, secant square x is it's better to write in a bracket. Okay, or just leave it in this form. The other one, y prime is equal to 10 to e power 2x. So first of all, derivative of 10 is secant square. Just write secant square of the same angle 2 e power 2x. Okay, multiplied by the derivative of the angle itself. The derivative of the angle is what? Is the same. Okay, times the derivative of 2x is 2. So just to rewrite again, so it's 4 e to the 2x times secant square to e to the 2x, to e to the 2x, and this is the answer. Okay, I just wrote this here in the beginning. Okay, this is the answer. Next one. Now you can, as you see, I have a product of two functions, so we have to use product rule. G prime of x is equal to derivative of x power 4 is 4x cubed, okay, times the other function e power 2x, plus just to keep x power 4 this time and derive e power 2x, which is the same, times the derivative of the power is 2. So the final answer is, just write it again, 4x cubed e power 2x plus you can write 2x power 4 e power 2x. Okay, this is the answer. You can, of course, just to take e power 2x common factor or x cubed if you want, and 2 you can just leave it, or you can say 2x cubed e power 2x into 2, okay, plus 1, not 1, the same, only 2 plus 1. This is the same. No, x is 2 plus x, because 2 divided by 2, 1 is x is x, and okay, that's it. You can write like this. Okay, the other function is f prime of x is equal to the same function, the same always exponential function is the same. This is the first step, sine x squared, and after that go to derive the power. Derivative of sine is cosine x squared. Times the derivative of x squared is 2x. So just to rewrite the answer by writing 2x cosine x squared e to the sine x squared, and this is the final answer. Last question now. I have this page, so y prime equals, now I have exponential function, just write the same function again, yx squared 10x times, as you see, the power is a product of two functions. You can derive x squared as 2x dot 10x plus keep the x squared as it is and derive 10x as secant square x, and this is the answer. You can multiply, of course, this inside or not, no problem. Okay, and the question, last question, y prime equals sine e power x squared. The derivative of sine is cosine e power x squared. Okay, cosine e power x squared times derivative of e power x squared is the same function, times the derivative of x squared is 2x. So final answer is 2x e power x squared cosine e power x squared. Okay, yeah, this is the last one. Now this function needs to be written again. So cube root of e power, just write it e to the 1 minus x squared all to the power 1/3. Okay, and we can use chain rule here. Y prime now is 1/3 times the same function e to 1 minus x squared times 1/3 minus 1 negative 2/3 times the derivative of the function itself is the same, e to the power 1 minus x squared times the derivative of 1 minus x squared, which is negative 2x. So final answer is negative 2 over 3x. Okay, I can multiply here. This, look, these two functions can be multiplied because this is really power 1. Okay, e power 1 minus x squared power negative 2/3 and power 1. You can just write it e power 1 minus x squared raised to the power negative 2/3 plus 1 is 1/3. Okay, so it's come back to be a negative 2/3 x cube root of e to the 1 minus x squared. Okay, this answer. And last one, y prime of x is equal to 4 into 1 plus 5. I'm using now chain rule just to bring 4 here in the beginning. 5e to the negative 10x, okay, power 3, multiplied by the derivative of the function itself. So 0 plus derivative of 5e power negative is the same, 5e to the negative 10x, multiplied by the derivative of negative 10x, which is negative 10. So answer is really this is 4. The first number is 4. And I have here 5 times negative 10 is negative 50. E to the negative 10x. Okay, I multiply this by 4 and finally write the bracket. At the bracket 1 plus 5e to the negative 10x all to the power of 3. Okay, you can write negative 200 multiplying 4 by negative 50 e to the negative 10x into a bracket 1 plus 5 e to the negative 10x all to the power of 3. Thank you. This is for what I have for you today. Thank you so much. See you next time. Goodbye.